Hello.
check,
Hello.
check, check.
Stop singing the
Check.
fucking Canadian anthem.
Wait. I think I did it wrong. Hold on.
Oh, what?
Check. There we go. Okay, that's way better.
Do you need me to talk?
Uh, oh no, it's correct. It's the good inputs.
Okay.
Okay, well, whatever. Doesn't matter. Wow. Almost a minute in and I almost fucked it up.
What do you
I don't need
mean?
my headphones. I don't need my headphones. All I need to do, I know how to talk into a mic, right? Do you have a lighter?
Oh, it's that lighter.
Oh, please tell. Wait, no, I brought one with me. I think, to the
Yeah,
hotel.
but where did you put it?
Okay, well, fuck it. Give me the shtick. You know what? Yeah, I'll do it like this. Hold on, guys. Now, isn't it funny that I'm smoking weed after everything that happened?
Yeah. I don't know if that's a good idea.
Well, let's talk about that. Do you wanna? Here, so
You took
let's start
this.
this episode by talking about what we did, right?
Yeah.
And can you explain our adventure or how we got there in the first place? What happened before we went there? Tell them while I
Wait,
think
I'm
of it.
so confused what you're trying to say.
What did we
Where
do
do you want
before
me to
going to the hotel? Like, how did the hotel happen?
Well, I don't know how to explain that. I was having trouble explaining that to my mom yesterday.
Well, do it again.
I don't know. How do I explain it?
Just yap.
No,
You can't. Okay.
because I don't want to give false information.
True. Uh. Okay. Well, I'll say it then because I really wanted to smoke, but whatever. I decided that I wanted to go on a cruise recently. Not a big cruise. It was called a staycation. That's the right word.
Cruise? Really? You mixed up a cruise
I
first?
mixed up. Yeah, I did. I'm so sorry. I'm retarded. Listen, what that thing did to me, I'll talk about it later, but that fucked me up. Like, okay. Anyways, my mom had leftover Marriott for like the hotel line Marriott's, right? And she gave her
Oh
points to
God.
me, and
Yeah.
they needed to be used because they were about to
They were about to
expire.
get expired.
Yeah,
Yeah. It
exactly.
was
So we
better
decided.
than them going to waste.
Exactly. We decided to literally just put them. Whoops! I just blew into the mic. I felt that. We decided to just literally use that and buy a night at a hotel. It was a nice hotel. It was called the W Hotel. I don't care if we say its address because we're not there anymore. So or it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But okay.
Very nice hotel.
Now, from the
Recommend.
point, from even before going there, my grandma comes in with my
Oh my
grandpa.
God.
Tell them how was your experience with my granddad. I don't say his name, but my granddad, and my grandma in the car going there.
The part that made it so good was every time your grandma kept on turning around to look at me or you, and it was just, oh, she was like, oh, like the shocked eyes she gave me. It was great. Your grandma's a hilarious person. I love your grandma. And the driving, I mean, I have witnessed people's driving. Um, somebody, I will not say who. I was in the car with them. They were learning. I will give them that. But they drove on somebody's lawn.
Really?
Yeah, while they were trying to park. So they parked like half on the lawn, half in the
How was
street.
my granddad driving? Like, I want you to tell
I
me,
mean,
what did you?
he just seemed confused. He was just lost. He did not know where he was going. He did not at all. Not like, I feel like the Google Maps or whatever that was being used.
It wasn't maps. It was
I,
Waze.
I don't. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It would just made him even more confused.
Yeah.
Plus, it wasn't even in meters; it was in miles.
Yeah, that's
Which is
another
like,
okay.
as a Canadian, yeah, that fucks you
That
up.
fucks you
That
up.
I get him.
So
I feel bad for him
I'll
for
give a
that.
bit of context here because you explained what happened greatly, but basically my grandpa bought a new car. It was an Acura BT something. I don't know what it was. It was a newer
I don't know.
model,
Don't ask me.
and basically uh my grandma was there with him, but for some reason his ways, and I don't know if it has to do with Apple Car or the strip, his
I think it's
phone.
car.
I
It's a
think it's
car
yeah,
thing.
probably
Yeah.
is the car, but his mileage was on miles, not kilometers, because well, we're not in the States, and you need to use kilometers. It's not like you can choose. You need to because our panels and stuff on the side of the road, the road
Signs.
signs, they're all
Everything's
in
the
kilometers. Yeah, it's in the
metric
metric
system.
system, like it should be, and I don't give a shit what anyone
It's the
says.
most people use
It's because
that.
it's the one that makes the most sense, right?
Yeah.
Exactly. So, basically, his ways was in miles. So, first off, it fucks you up. Like when it says in a quarter mile, turn left, and you're in kilometers. It's like, wait, what? First off, that was that. The second was this guy cannot put his feet on a gas pedal.
Yeah, but
It
that
was
doesn't
on or
bother
off,
me.
not in between. It was
That
like
that didn't bother me because
I
like I'm
did.
used to it. I'm used to that.
Well,
My
we
dad.
are not. And you know what happened? I one time got sick because of that.
Oh,
Yeah. But
you're
anyways,
so
I don't want to diss my grandpa
sensitive.
too much. I love you,
No, like
grandpa. You're
he's
an
a good
amazing
driver.
person.
Honestly, he drives like my dad, and
No.
like
No, no, no,
no, my
no.
dad does that. It's because when there's a song he likes, he will nonstop on the
No, but
gas pedal.
I love you, granddad. I don't want to make it seem like I hate you. I love you.
No, that was
And
funny.
shut
Is
up.
that
Let me talk for a moment. I love you, grandpa. And um you are an amazing person to our family, and I love you. Mwah. All right, there we go. The wholesome moment over. Now we can go back to dog shit talk content again. Anyways, so we take our lift from my grandparents, which they were nice enough to do. That's so
that was
thank
really
you.
nice of them. Very much
Yeah, thank you so
appreciated.
much. And we went to the hotel, and basically we were there, and we had a lot of time to kill because we got the room at 3, and I had us scheduled a restaurant reservation for 8:30 p.m. So we had like around like 5 hours to kill. So first off,
Damn.
what we well, we cuddled.
Yeah.
And after that we had a bit of a snack. We went to go walk and stuff.
Yeah, we had a little stroll.
A little stroll around the place. It's not somewhere we've never been before.
Yeah.
I mean, it was downtown Montreal, so whatever.
Yeah, it's nothing new.
Yeah. And but it was still fun. We went to the market
The
of
view
the
was nice
Fairmount.
from our hotel
Yeah, the
room.
view was
Not
very
gonna lie.
nice. That is
I
true.
like the little window seat.
Yeah, but we did go to the Fairmount Market, which is really
Yeah, that
cool.
was nice.
For anyone that lives in Montreal and you're interested, basically in the Queen Elizabeth, which is the hotel from the brand called the branch Fairmount, and which is a line of like super luxury hotels, and um they only have this because I've been to a couple around like Canada, mainly Canada, um and the one in Montreal is my favorite. And basically I want to recommend the whole market, the whole like area.
Yeah.
That's a really cool thing because
It was really
inside the
nice.
hotel next to the restaurant there is this open market with a bunch of local produce that they actually make either in-house or they sell it from local businesses, which is very very cool. Support local businesses. um and they basically sell that. Now we got pancakes there, not pancakes, crepes. We got crepes there.
With
Those are really
berries.
good with the
They're
best whipped
so
cream ever. I
good.
don't know what they put in that
And
whipped
their
cream,
fruits
but
were
that shit.
really nice.
The fruits were
really
amazing, but
good.
that whipped cream was on another level, babe.
That
I have
whipped
no
cream
idea. It
was
was
probably
so good. I
babe,
don't
but
know what
that
they
whipped
put in
cream
it.
probably just had very little sugar in it. It has vanilla and it's just heavy whipping cream. It's just because it has like little to no sugar in it. It's just generic homemade whipped cream.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pause you right now. I gotta go take my water bottle, but you can keep talking.
Yeah, but I don't
Entertain.
know.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, these moments, I never know what to talk about. Never. There was a cat on the bed. Now he's searching for his water bottle. Gonna come back. Watch it be in the room the whole goddamn time. Oh, it's not. Oh, I'm even the one that moved it. I put it on the table. It's a good moment to take a sip. I can't even open the bottle. I'm opening the bottle. Oh my god, I did it. One hand. One hand. Non-dominant hand. Oh, I almost missed my mouth completely.
What's up?
I almost missed my mouth completely.
What do you mean?
With the bottle.
Like missed? Oh, you almost
Missed.
Oh, Jesus. How did that happen?
I don't know, it just slipped out.
What slipped out? The Coke or the
The bottle.
Okay. I was like the tongue slipped out. I was like,
What?
Yeah, no, I don't know.
That makes no sense. I mean, that's not exactly what I was referring to at first, but like kind of. But okay. Okay, let me shut the fuck up.
Man, this is truly one of those moments in a podcast where I truly have nothing to say. Oh, anyways, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. Yeah, we had time to kill at the hotel, and here comes the height of the podcast. We are 11 minutes in. That's far enough in the video. They'll be able to hook on to that moment. Me and Naomi have decided to. I never do this often, but
I don't remember the last time you've ever done
yeah.
this. So
And we decide we get ready for the supper, right? This is after we come back from the market. We get ready to, go to the restaurant with our friend Isaiah. And
maybe
well, why don't you take it from there because I don't remember.
you actually don't remember from that point?
No, the
How
point,
we got there?
I think I remember up to like.
What about in the lobby?
I remember most of it. It was just everything is so blurry.
What about in the lobby with Isaiah?
Our lobby?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember. But describe. I want it from your point of view because you were an a witness of this whole behavior. Because
So
I honestly cannot tell you how exactly what was going through my head from the point that we were at the lobby. That's
well, this is fucked because I have a shit memory to begin with.
No, but you remember. You remember more than me.
Yeah. Wait, where the fuck are we at? Yeah. So we're getting ready in the lobby.
No, not in the lobby.
Whoa.
We're not changing in the lobby.
Whoa.
We got changed in our room, which had, by the way, a transparent shower. Just letting you know that.
Transparent
that was awesome.
shower. No, there was a glass
awesome.
wall.
Yeah, it was a rainfall shower. Anyways.
Okay, we need to get that. A shower head like that.
I know.
That shower was amazing.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're getting ready in the hotel room, not the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And fuck. What was going on?
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm serious.
You know what happened?
What do you think?
What did we do in the lobby?
I got ready. I know, like in my head.
No, we did not get ready in the lobby. Stop saying that we did. Are you trying to convince people now?
No, I genuinely, my voice cracked there. I genuinely, like, my brain is thinking faster than my mouth. So, like, words are just coming out. Okay, wait, that's what I mean. I need to give me a second. I need to slow down my brain.
Well, do you need to smoke? That
Yeah.
does it for you. You've already smoked, though, so.
Okay, wait. Yeah, so we're getting ready in the hotel room.
Exactly, yes.
Not
good
the
job.
lobby.
Yeah. And then we go in the lobby.
No, but we.
Oh, yeah, we take the edible.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Which,
you took
by
the
the way,
smallest bite.
I took yeah, exactly. I was
A
gonna say,
tiny ass bite.
it was a super small small bite.
It was a small bite. And like I've taken these before and I've never gotten like that. I take I take like half.
Yeah, you take
I
bigger
take
bites.
big
Yeah.
bites. Like I just I react different, I guess. Like for me, it does not do that. It just gets me like it gets rid of my back pain, my neck pain. Um, and at that point, my knee was really hurting, so it got rid of my knee pain. What else?
Yeah.
So like for me, it was just like body relief. I don't know what it did to you,
Oh my
but oh
god.
my god.
That
Anyways,
was
so we go down to the lobby, and I think the fact that you had a bit of alcohol with it too didn't help.
dude, did you see? I would have normally like I remember
You
not finishing
chugged
my drink.
drinks. You couldn't
I
even
could have chugged
finish.
that easily.
Yeah.
Just because just because of the edibles, I couldn't really take like five like I like
Sips.
5 sips was my cap.
And you were like done.
I was already fucked.
You also mind you, it was 27 degrees out
Oh, it was so hot.
and you were wearing a sweatshirt and like pants.
I had to wear something nice, you know.
Yeah, but you decided to wear pants and a sweatshirt.
They were nice looking pants. Okay?
Yes,
That's
but
all
at least
I had. We
okay.
were doing laundry.
Okay, that's a lie. You still have a shit ton of shirts. I don't know why you brought a
Well, it was either
sweatshirt.
that or the Trevi shirts.
My god. Okay, whatever. Anyways, 27-degree weather. Wearing sweat like pants and a sweatshirt. Like that's crazy. Like you did not help your case at that
No, I
in
didn't.
that either.
I did not.
So we go to the lobby, we have a drink with Isaiah. I'm gonna rage about it. That espresso martini tasted like ass, absolute dog shit. I don't know
What was the issue? What was the issue? Tell me exactly what
It
wrong,
was-
what was wrong with
it
that
was just
espresso martini.
foul. Did you not taste it?
Okay, like again, I can't remember much, but
It
what I do remember is that I tasted more coffee than liquor.
it was too
That's
sweet
it.
to be an espresso martini. It was like
It wasn't sweet at
yeah,
all
it
for
was
me.
way too.
For me, it was bitter. I thought it needed more sugar.
It needed more espresso. It tasted like okay. I say sweet.
That's what I mean. Like my tastes I was fucked. I can't
Yeah.
be relied on. So that's why I'm asking
Cause
you.
like to me, an espresso martini, you need to have that like that coffee taste, and then it hits you the liquor, and the liquor has the sweetness to it. Usually, I find like that's where
Yeah, well,
the sweetness
that's
comes
what the
from. It's
sweetener
from the
is.
it's from the liquor. This I think it was a coffee liqueur, and that in itself I think was sweet.
Like
which
Belize, you think?
no, not Bailey's. It was too dark. But like you can have like coffee liqueurs that are like dark. I'm pretty sure. I'd have to search that up, cause yeah, or some shit like that. I don't know. It wasn't really coffee itself, and it was just sweet. It was like a coffee syrup of some sort, but it was like a sweet as fuck, and I just couldn't. It was gross. But the amaretto sour was really good. So it was.
Amaretto sour was pretty decent, but
It
I'm not
was
even
good.
joking. Like, I
You got fucked,
I
so
got
it doesn't
fucked.
matter. So we head to this restaurant.
Dude, I just want to say all of we said was just like, oh, it was fucked, but everyone's like, oh my god,
Oh,
like,
what's going on?
what's
Yeah,
going on? No one knows. We
we're
haven't even
teasing
said,
them.
but,
We're
like,
teasing them.
This was not like by far not
no.
the worst. Like it was so far from being the. I was surviving that point. I was just like, okay, I was laughing, I was enjoying the edible, but the alcohol, like drinking the alcohol in my body, just did not feel good. Not as if I wanted to like
Get fucked up.
it didn't. I'm sure that the alcohol did not fuck me up, but
I know, but I'm saying it doesn't help.
yeah.
And mixing those two really doesn't help.
And then so
I say as I did.
We get our bunch of our we get our drinks, 2 amaretto sours, sorries, and your espresso martini.
That was dog shit. Sorry, I have to continuously
And-
say it.
And then we get an Uber, right, to go.
Yeah, to go to this restaurant, which I don't even know where, like, what it was.
I
I
do not
liked
know.
the decor so much, though. It was really like homey.
And basically, we go to the restaurant. It was super nice.
The
as you
beef
said.
tartare was good. I'm not gonna lie. The beef tartare, I had like 2 bites and it was really good.
Let's just describe what was going on through your head at that point, because you started seeing me like weird. even before the
No, I
restaurant.
realized in the Uber that you weren't feeling too good.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Um. So we get in the restaurant. We sit down.
Lovely restaurant.
Really nice
It was
restaurant.
called Au Petit Extra, which is, and if anyone want to go, I mean, you
Yeah.
go.
Didn't
This is
really get to try the food. Not gonna lie.
yeah, but I mean, I can't take them. That's not their fault. It's ours.
Yeah, it was ours.
Yeah.
Um, sir, we sit down. Already you're drenched in sweat.
I'm
I'm telling
sweating
you,
crazy.
it's not like that's what I'm saying. Like we
Is
didn't
that what
even.
you kept asking me if I was good?
Yeah. Like, cause I
Okay.
realized then you weren't doing good. I'm like, are you okay?
I
Like,
was.
like you were like in the car, like, like your head was swinging and stuff like that. I was like, okay, something's not good. Not like when I say
I
swinging,
was my head was swinging. I don't know. See, this is the one I
no,
don't remember.
your head wasn't swinging, but like you were like, you know when you like move your neck in discomfort, you were doing that,
Like,
and I was like, yeah, you're like twisting your neck a bit. That's the best way I can.
okay, yeah.
Like trying to crack it.
Yeah,
There you
yeah,
go.
yeah.
And I was like, okay, something's up. So I asked you what's wrong. And we get to the restaurant. You sit down. I ask you, are you okay? You turn to me and I look at your eyes. I'm like, oh, God. So when she brought the water, that's why I immediately started pouring it to
I
everyone.
asked for water. I was like, I
Yeah.
need water.
Yeah. And then you're so lucky that I was like listening, also paying attention to Isaiah and his friend. Because like Isaiah asked him, like, where's the bathroom? And I'm like, okay, wait, just in case, let me just
Yeah.
listen.
Yep.
And I looked where Isaiah went. I'm like, okay, at least I know. Like, not even 5 minutes at the table. Isaiah's already at the bathroom. So like it's just us two.
Yeah.
Already 5 minutes at the bathroom. 5 minutes in the restaurant. You go to the bathroom after. The fucking waitress comes to me. She's like, oh, you're all alone now. And I'm like, yeah. Again, our waitress is a very nice lady.
Yeah, she
but
was amazing.
She was really
she was
nice.
and she didn't like
She
make a big thing out of
nah,
it.
she's
She
like, yeah,
understood.
this shit happens, yeah. Like I don't know what she thought was going on.
I mean, hey, they didn't. We didn't. It wasn't like at least. It was before even getting service. So I'll just tell. Just continue. I'll tell like
Yeah.
my whole adventure because you had your own with me. That was your
Because
adventure.
I had an inkling, like
but go,
in the
yeah,
Uber.
Finish your story. I'll tell mine after.
Okay, so then he hits the bathroom. He comes back, and we're like looking at the menu. Me and our friend Isaiah, we order like the beef tartare at 2. Like we're gonna split it. Oh my god, I love Isaiah. Thank him. My god, because
Yeah,
I was
shout
also
out
panicking.
Isaiah.
Wait, I need a burp.
All right, she needs to burp. Burp in the mic, bro. Why didn't you not burp in the mic?
It's stuck. It hurts.
Jesus. Oh my god.
Yeah, that's not a nice burp.
First of all,
That's
you should have recorded that. Second of all, that was one of the I've never seen like someone like challenge themselves to burp this bad.
Okay.
You were struggling for that.
I was
burp.
struggling because it was stuck. It was like, you know, like the bubble when you burp. Do you know?
Oh yeah. It's
It
like
was
a
like-
gas bubble, right?
Yeah, it just
Yeah.
go up slowly, but it was like big and
That's
thick.
that was it's a heavy burp.
Yeah, it only okay, this shit happens almost every day after work. I don't know. I get like acid reflux, and I'm constantly burping
Yeah,
at work,
it's a
and
mix
I'm
of
like,
like air and
I need
acid
to
reflux.
puke
It's like,
half the time. I'm like, ugh,
yeah.
it's gross.
Anyways, we leave. Well, we arrive at the restaurant, and Isaiah goes in the bathroom, and then
You go in the
I go in
bathroom,
the bathroom.
and then
How long did it take for you both of you guys to realize when? Because Isaiah came back, right?
yeah, when you came back from the bathroom, Isaiah's like, okay, well, cause you were like, I really don't feel good, and Isaiah's like, okay, let's go outside, like from some fresh air.
Yeah.
And I think like that was not a good idea because you went in the heat as well.
Yeah.
Does that one hit you like really bad?
Okay.
Yeah.
So.
Wait, I'm not done.
Okay. Okay.
Cause
Yeah. Go on.
you two, you two leave, okay, and then like 5 minutes later, Isaiah comes back alone, and I'm like, fuck. If he's not coming back with Isaiah, that means he really does not feel good. I'm like, shit's gonna go down. Shit's gonna go down in like 5 to 10 minutes. I kid you not. I'm constantly checking my phone with Isaiah. He goes, "Don't worry, he's fine. Don't worry, he's fine." And I'm like, yeah, he's probably just being a little over dramatic. Legit, we're just saying that.
Oh.
Isaiah's like, yeah, maybe. And then I get I'm puking. I just I just get a text. I'm puking. So I'm like, I look at Isaiah, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go outside. I'll be right back. And then I never went back in. I never went back in, mind you.
Oh no.
I see
Oh,
you just hunched over in a corner, legs crossed, and you look up to me. You're like, I don't feel good. like, you know that meme when people like,
I don't feel so good.
like,
The,
Paul, I
the
don't feel
Carl
so
Weezer. I don't feel so good. And then just okay. Pause. Okay, this is where I come in now. And tell you what was going on through my body, what was my brain going through, what was my stomach going through, what was my mouth going through.
You
My whole body went
all
through
you ate that day was crepes.
were the crepes. Exactly, yeah.
And that's
we've only eaten
nothing.
crepes.
That's flour and
And
sugar.
maybe some fucking peanuts that we had at the bar because there was like a snack as well with the drinks.
Yeah.
Anyways, so from the moment I take, let's just go back for a bit. I take the edible, right? I take it in the room. And after I take it, we wait like a solid like 20-ish minutes and then just to get like finalized and ready to go. I'm not even kidding. The step I took out of the elevator, I was like, okay, I can already feel it. Like by the time I was at the lobby, I was already at my like comfort zone in terms of how high I like to get. I was already reaching my cap. Like, okay, this is perfect for me. But it kept going up.
Yeah,
It kept
that's
going
the thing.
up
I
and
do
up
have
and
to
up
admit.
and up, and I got insanely stoned off of the bite of the edible that I took.
Do you want to know what? I ate the rest of the edible.
And you did
I
not
was
feel
fine.
Yeah, but for me, here, this is what
I
happens.
don't know.
We go at the lobby, we see
I'm so
Isaiah,
sorry.
blah blah blah. We have the drinks. I take, as I said, I could barely like do like the whole.
Yeah,
drink
I
itself.
downed the drink.
You had to
after.
help me for that drink because I was like, it was
And
already
also, my
like,
drink was disgusting.
full.
I was not gonna drink
And
mine.
dude, I had to ask for the. You guys made me stand up. I will stand out against you because we were all looking at each other like, oh, we'll split the bills, and then y'all both just looked at me, and I was just like, I guess I'll go get it. So it was like eye contact, like
No, but like,
affirmation.
but the thing is, we always go out together. We always like exchange bills. It balances.
I know. And don't take that. I'm just joking, by the way.
I know.
But the real issue I had with this was that we had to actually split the bill. But when I asked the guy, I said, "Oh, just give me the bill." So I was like, "Oh shit, I'll have to split it off." And I was high. Keep in mind, so this is a hard task for someone who's stoned. And basically,
I don't know. I function better in those moments.
no, but I couldn't. I couldn't at all, bro.
I get that.
I stood up. I had to ask for water, and he was just like, "Yeah, no worries." He was a chill bartender. I don't
he
know,
was
maybe
nice.
Besides that espresso martini, like everything else did what he did. Even at one point, I was looking at him. I was stoned. I was like, "Damn, he's good at what he's doing." You know?
Yeah,
He was
no, I was
shaking.
staring at him too.
He's
I was,
doing
like,
his job.
taking
He's like, "Fuck yeah,
notes.
go on, my guy." And but yeah, at that point, I was just like, "Yeah, okay, we need to go outside and like I need to walk." I was like, I need to get things going. And I didn't bring anything with me, by the way. I was just my phone and everything, and like my
Wallet, the key
vape,
card.
and then everything. And we go to the restaurant by Uber. In that ride of the Uber, already I can tell something is off. First thing that hits me, and this is not a new thing. Every time I take an edible or I get super high, it happens, and that is cotton mouth. That is the worst thing about getting high. If you ever think there's like biggest
That's
cons
true. Cottonmouth
of smoking weed.
sucks.
Cottonmouth sucks ass. Basically, if you don't know what cottonmouth is, it's basically imagine if your saliva would turn into cream cheese. Not taste, but thickness wise. It is so thick that it dries out your fucking whole mouth, including throat.
Your throat, yeah.
So you need to have water. Like right now, I'm getting a bit of cotton mouth, but I have water next to me. So me constantly sipping water
I think for me, it's because
keeps my mouth hydrated,
I was,
therefore me
yeah.
hydrated. And well, I didn't have my water bottle with me. And from the moment that I was in that Uber going to the restaurant, I was like, I regret what I just did as a decision. I should have brought that fanny pack. The only reason I didn't is because we were initially supposed to record this podcast episode in the hotel, but due to what I'm about to explain in a bit, we had to delay it, and also, um, your voice was kind of iffy as well. You kept coughing,
Yeah. Well,
so I
it's
don't know.
still a bit iffy.
It's still a bit iffy, but it's getting better.
It's getting way better.
Yeah, okay, then that's a good news. But basically, I'm in the Uber. My mouth is starting to dry, and I lean over to Naomi, and I don't even say it out loud. I just do it with my mouth. I say, water, with my mouth.
Yeah.
And, sorry, hold on, I got to burp. All right, we're good. And then basically, um, well, I'm fucked. Like
At that
I'm already like fucked up and shit. I
at
was
that
trying to play
point,
with the drums and stuff like on my legs and whatever, but
can I just say
yeah,
something?
yeah.
At that point, I didn't think it was the edible. I thought you were just experiencing heat stroke.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you okay?
Because
That's
you
the
were still you started sweating then.
okay. See that? Okay, I'll get into everything like later. I've might have I don't know. I'll just let me just continue this story because this is like a mystery. Um, we go inside the restaurant. Lovely restaurant, as you said. It was super nice. It felt like a home. It felt very homey. It was very nice, and our waitress, which by the way was the owner
I'm
of
pretty sure.
the manager at the place, and she was very nice, and she basically asked us, well, what do you guys want to get first? And we immediately said water. I need water like now. It takes like 2 minutes. I try to look at the menu. Everything is fuzzy. My vision is so fuzzy. You have no idea. Like it was blurry and also delayed. I've never experienced I've never had an experience like this ever. And we get our water and I start drinking away. I drink like 2 or 3 cups in like under 2 minutes. Like I'm like chugging that water. So and then I immediately go like I need to go to the bathroom. I go to the bathroom and from that point on you don't know what happened because you were not in that bathroom. Isaiah was. Now unfortunately Isaiah isn't here with us to talk about this.
I asked him, "Is he okay?" And he goes, "Yeah."
Well, okay. Isaiah is Isaiah. He will always say like anything that will continue the party. So
Yeah, true.
maybe he kind of like lied in a good way where he was just like, try to like make like not make you like feel worried and stuff, which is a good thing. He kept you like okay. Um and but like I was not fine. He said, "Oh, he's fine," but I was not. The minute I go in that bathroom, I immediately sit down and I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm fucking dizzy. Like, what is happening? I'm sweating my crazy ass. Like, I'm already like, I'm covered in sweat. Right, my face is like super drenched, and I feel it. I'm like, oh, it's coming up. Oh, I'm having a moment right here. So I don't know if I had a panic attack that I don't know if the edible made me have a panic attack and then that's what made me throw up everywhere or I threw up because of the edible. It is one or the other, but there's no alcohol involved in this because the only alcohol I drank up until now was the cocktail from the lobby and I barely drank from that cocktail.
I
So
know.
it's
That's why I'm
not
saying
alcohol.
heat stroke too.
But the shtick with that is that I've never had a heat stroke before, and supposedly now the one I would have had would be while I was high. So is it really the sun fucking me over? Because again, there was no
No, no,
sun.
no. I'm not denying that
It
the
was
edible,
just it
yeah,
was
the
just
edible fucked
the
you
heat.
over.
It was just hot, but there was no sun outside. It was night at that time. At that point in time, sorry. But anyways,
I know I'm just still judging your questioning your choice of wearing a sweatshirt and pants
yeah.
out in 27-degree weather.
Yeah. Basically I go in the bathroom and well, yeah, no, I'm just not having it. It is I'm not comfortable. I start throwing up, and this is not the kind of throw up you want to throw up. Normally, whenever I'm like wasted or like super drunk, puking that alcohol out is easy as hell. I know when to throw up. I'm not afraid of vomit unlike you are.
I hate
Um
throwing up.
yeah, I know, and it's hard for you, but for me, it's pretty easy. I can make myself throw up very fast. I do it most of the times. I do it like,
I can't. It causes me an anxiety attack. I don't want it.
well, ever since I did the milk challenge, I'm not prone to be scared of my vomit. But anyways,
I'm not scared of my vomit. I'm just throwing up or like on the verge of throwing up. I don't know. It just makes my body react in a way where I just end up into an anxiety attack, and
yeah, no,
it's
I
not
vouch for
fun.
that. I've seen those happen. Yeah, um, but yeah, no, my fucking anxiety didn't come from vomiting. Trust me, it came from the fact of knowing what kind of vomit that was. Now I'll get into I'm just gonna talk about vomit here for a second. There's, as I said, good and bad vomit to me. Good vomit is literally when you know that your body is rejecting it. Like that's your stomach not agreeing. All right, when your stomach says no and you throw up, it's not fun, but it's the best case scenario in terms of what kind of vomit. I had the worst end of the deal, which basically means no food in stomach, pure acid and water, edible in my brain, making me extremely dizzy. And basically, what happened was, the edible made me so dizzy that I could not fucking like see straight. It was fucking me up so bad that I was like spinning around. My head was spinning around while I was sitting down like in front of the bowl, the toilet bowl. And then here it comes. I know it's coming. I lift up the bowl. Disgusting toilet, by the way. And I just start throwing up. And it's not the good kind of throw up that you want. It's the throw up that literally is like pure liquid. It feels like you're just vomiting like air. You're vomiting air. Your body is just like shrinking, and you're basically just like throwing up almost blood at that point. And mixed with like gastric acid, right? Or what's it called? Gastric acid, yeah. And water and stuff, and it's all red. It's sometimes it's transparent. You never want that stuff. And what? Oh, okay. Well, I have leftovers. Sorry. Yeah. But yeah. No, horrible time in that toilet basically. I threw up everywhere. Didn't make a mess, and fortunately, uh and well, I didn't make a mess at the toilet. What did happen after is I went back. I low key, you know what? I think my mistake was um getting up from that bathroom. I should not have left that bathroom. There was still a bunch more vomit in me, and I decided to just said, fuck it, I'll just go back out, which was a terrible mistake because not even 5 minutes later, I say, I'm going to need to go outside. I can't, like, I'm not feeling good. And I go outside, I sit down, and it's so fucking hot. It was so hot outside. And I go in a corner and I go at it. I start puking again, and it's very bad vomit. I puked on myself. It was a little corner in a fucking like alleyway, or not even an alleyway, like an entrance to an apartment condo, like or plex or
It was like a
whatever.
backdoor type of
Yeah, well, it wasn't a back
situation.
door. It was very in the front, but anyways, it was it was a train wreck. I puked on my pants. There's that stain. The stain is still there. Keep
Of
in mind
course, if you haven't watched it.
we came back today, by the way.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, puked everywhere, and then I didn't know how long I was out there, outside.
We were outside maybe max 30 minutes. Can you stop turning my
Yeah,
chair?
I'm sorry. And basically, I say basically a lot. Sorry, I'm kind of high now. But like, see, no, this is the good high. I'm like this. I know won't go any higher. This is like, yep, that's it. But the thing is with the edible is that the more you digest it, the more it's like, oh, more, 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 more,
Yeah.
more, more, and your brain is like, whoa, and it just keeps going fucking crazier. Which that's why I don't think I'm ever going to do these edibles again. But that fucked me up like forever. And we're not done, by the way. This was just a side note, but now what happens next is I'm throwing up, but I'm so hot and sweaty that literally my fucking face is dripping. It
No, you were soaked. You were soaking wet from
How
just
bad was it? Like,
drenched.
I'm not even joking. Like, I could
No,
feel like
you're
pour like blook blook. Like it was raining down from my face. I was like, what is like? I don't know if that's normal. Like, I don't know if it was like just this like it was or norm like that was like the weather outside or
No, it was really hot because I was just in a dress, a skirt, and a t-shirt, and I was sweating too.
yeah, but not as bad as me,
No,
right?
exactly. But you were in a sweatshirt and pants.
Yeah, maybe that was not the best idea.
Nah.
But I had nothing else, and we were going to a
I was
fancy
wearing
restaurant.
your shirt.
Well, what else would you
I would have worn something else on top.
you had something else?
Yes. I'm a
Okay.
fucking woman. I bring like fucking 5 different
That's true.
outfits.
That is
Or
true.
it was a 1 day thing and I brought 5 outfits in case I changed my mind.
You know what? Women is speaking facts right now. That is facts.
We were gone for a night, but I brought underwear like if we were sitting there for a week. Like I don't know, like
I just bought one piece of underwear, one piece of
I had
one,
3 pairs
one
of
pair.
socks.
I have one
3
pair of
pairs of
socks.
socks that wasn't enough.
That is the thing I didn't use though. My one pair of socks. I did not use my extra
Oh,
pair of
I
socks.
used
I
all.
kept I only used my I think was it like waffles or I don't know. It's a cool design on my socks. Anyways, we're getting sidetracked.
That's the point of a podcast.
A good podcast.
Okay.
We're not a good podcast, but who cares? Yeah, no, I puked everywhere, and my sweat was just so bad that it my head was going everywhere at once. Like I was like, I wanted to go to bed. I was so sleepy at that point. I think I asked for food,
Yeah.
and I don't know how that even like if that's okay to do. Because technically, like I could have been just a homeless guy like pleading.
No, but like babe, she saw you in the restaurant. She asked if you were okay when you were gone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, never mind then. But she did give me some fries that felt a bit good, but I puked all of them out after. And did you see how like what the vomit looked like?
It looked like the crepes, I'm not gonna lie.
Really? You
You
think it was fruit? Because I
yeah.
definitely threw up some of those fries.
Yeah,
Because
no,
I
at
had
the
eaten a
end.
couple fries and then I threw up again after.
Yeah, no, at the end, yeah, but at first it looked like the crepes, and then after you threw up water, you ate some fries, and then after you got like chunks of potatoes. It made
Well,
it
it
like
wasn't chunks
yellow.
of potatoes because
It made it just yellow.
yeah, it was like a puree. It wasn't chunks,
It
which
was like a
normally it
really
would be
light,
chunks.
yellow. It wasn't like I'm not saying like sunny yellow,
No, it was
not
gross.
dandelion yellow. I'm saying like pale yellow,
Yeah, no, it
like
was
those
very. It was
apples.
almost pinkish.
No,
Really, because I saw pink. I saw like pink vomit. I'm not even joking.
At the end?
Yeah, it was definitely pink at the
Yeah,
end.
because before when you threw up the fucking raspberries and the
Oh,
blueberries, you threw up on top of that.
okay. See, I thought that was blood.
No.
I thought that
No,
was
no, no. I
blood.
know I know what blood and puke looks like. It's not blood and puke.
You sure?
Yeah, when it's just pure like when you have nothing in your stomach,
Yeah.
but ulcer wise, yeah, like it's not that.
Are you sure?
I'm sure.
All right. Well, anyways, what a night to go through, honestly. And then, yeah,
Yeah,
here
that
comes
was
me coming and saying like, and then you're here with me at that point, and then you
yeah.
start just to, you're panicking too.
Yeah, I panicked to the point where I called my mom
Yeah, you
because
called your
you
mom.
said call 911. I need to go to
Oh,
the
I was
hospital.
serious,
And
babe.
I know you were serious because I've been in that position. This was me like fucking drunk off alcohol though. This is why I don't really like
Yeah,
drinking
I basically
excessively.
did not want to embarrass myself in front of everybody. I'm talking about it right now on the
Yeah,
podcast.
no,
Like,
it
um,
happens.
it happens, and parents, if you have a kid, don't ever scold your kid if that kind of happens.
No.
You
It's
know,
it's
you
best
guys said the right
to
thing to me,
accept it.
which was it happens.
Yeah.
Move on.
Yeah, it
And
happens.
that is the best message you guys could give me, because at that point I was like and I still feel awful about it. I'm not gonna lie. It's not something I was proud of, and
Oh, obviously you
you
don't wear it
guys
as
you
a
guys wanted a nice
badge.
experience, and I remember you got even excited at some point in the hotel, and we were all like geeking about like, oh my god, we're excited to go eat and stuff, and then I just ended up ruining the whole thing.
You didn't
uh
ruin it.
I
No.
did ruin it,
But
yeah.
that's not ruining it. It's
No,
fine.
babe, shut up. I clearly ruined this fucking thing. If I didn't take that edible, we would have had we would have had a great time. Okay, it wasn't me. I promise you. I mean, it was me. No, sorry,
No, I know.
it was
I
me.
felt that you used the wrong term. Don't worry.
Yeah, it was me. Okay, sorry. Listen. I'll get to what I'm saying, but I smoked a bit, right, like for this podcast. But after all this, right? We'll get to that point. Sorry, I can't talk right now. It's so weird. It's a whole fiasco because
Too much on your
too
mind.
much on my mind. I gotta take one thing at a time. So I asked Naomi, "Hey, can you call 911? I need to go to the hospital." And then you bring out the sentence, "Who do you want me to call?" And I'm just like, "Fuck, never mind." That's why I wanted you to call 911 and not any of my relatives.
No, no, no. Cause no,
Wait, no, let me
cause
finish.
I
Hold on.
understand that.
Yeah, but just because I don't want to forget what I'm saying. Um, but yeah, I asked you, please don't let anyone know about this. Just,
Yeah,
let's go home. I think it'd be better. So that's what we do. I keep throwing up. I don't know how the fuck you got a plastic bag.
that's what I'm saying.
But
Cause
the lady gave you one?
no, 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 no. Cause when we first were going there, Isaiah was saying, "Oh yeah, my friend who works there is eating there tonight."
Oh, really?
And he introduced us to his friend.
Oh, yeah, I
I'm
don't remember
so
their
sorry,
names.
Isaiah's friend, or
Yeah,
Isaiah. I don't remember his name.
Chris. I remember. I forgot
Chris
his name.
was the smaller
Yeah,
one,
the Asian
the
dude.
blonde one, beautiful hair. Like
Yeah, his hair was awesome.
how do you have bleached blonde hair and it looks that good? Like,
It looked amazing. But and
and the
the other
other
dude
dude
was
was
well
really
well
nice, and
dressed as
he
well.
worked there. He's the one that worked there,
Yeah.
and I don't remember his name. I think it was Max something.
I could not talk. I just shook their hands and said, "Hi, I'm Jeremy."
Yeah, they were very sweet. He's the one that got you the paper bag and like bread, I think.
Oh
Yeah.
no. So that means they actually know about what happened.
Yeah, but like
Ah,
it's okay.
fuck.
No, just from what he did, it's like I didn't ask for bags,
Dude.
babe. I didn't ask for bags. He just gave us bags. He's like I assume just so that the Uber doesn't like think that he's gonna
Well, I mean,
throw
that's
up.
how he
Yeah,
knows. Yeah. And I mean, that's cool that he knows. So we get into the Uber, sorry, and well, I didn't puke in the Uber, but that shit was torture for me. I'm not even joking. The Uber to go there was already bad enough. The Uber to take us back home, Jesus Christ, there was nothing worse than that. Honestly, this was the worst
and it
time I've
was a
ever been
10
in.
minute. this Uber driver was like weird as fuck as well.
I don't know.
I
I
did
remember
not
that
like.
he kept talking to me, and I was just like, bro, I
Shut
can't
the
talk.
fuck up.
Like, can you not see that I'm going through a fucking mental breakdown right now? Like, my brain is actually melting. I was actually having a full on panic attack.
I know.
Full on panic attack. Every
I
symptom,
know.
my mouth was still dry as fuck. I could not breathe. My back hurts. My face is super wet. Like,
Your hair was
my
drenched.
my hair was
Drenched.
drenched in sweat. I I was sweating crazy, bro.
But the most impressive thing, personally, was when we were walking in the hotel and you acted like nothing was wrong.
Did I do a good
Yeah,
job?
you did a good
I
job.
see. This is what I mean by saying that I can act sober whenever I'm fucking wasted and I need to go somewhere important or like be in a public space where like you have to be avoided to be looking at. Like you have to avoid being looked at. Sorry. I'm the goat at that. Like I'm like I can act sober like 100%. I can act sober right now if I need to. If I go up and I walk to like a metro station, I'll keep my composure to myself. But that was one of those times where if I would have tried to do that early on that day when I was puking, impossible. I would need to absolutely in a bathroom whatsoever because
Well,
I knew it was gonna be like happen
well,
and I knew I was gonna throw
if
up.
I didn't know you, I wouldn't have been able to tell.
True. That's how we're. That's how we're dating. You know. That's why we're dating.
Stop.
Can you stop that? That's
Stop.
fucking disgusting.
Stop.
Okay, there you go.
Stop.
The fake ones are
Stop.
no. Those are the ones I don't like. Stop. Never.
Stop.
No.
Stop.
You sound like a fucking chick from New York when you say that. Okay. Oh, stop.
Stop it.
I'm from Jersey.
Okay, we're getting sidetracked.
Yeah, we are getting sidetracked. Okay. We go back to the hotel. I act all sober and shit. I get into the elevator. I was scared that I was gonna throw up in the elevator because
Elevators fuck me up when I'm sober. I swear to God, when I'm sober, I'm like,
really.
but when I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. I did actually mean to do that. I just accidentally hit you in the vagina. I'm sorry.
that really hurts.
It was an accident.
I
I'm
know,
sorry.
but it really hurt. It's like you caked. Oh my God.
I didn't. Don't
It's
say
like you
caked.
to me.
Oh, kicked. Okay, I thought you meant caked.
What?
That's no. Never mind. Forget what I said.
I already did. Okay.
Okay.
Wait, what?
Basically, I said that word again. I won't stop saying it, but
Basically,
exactly. Thank you for saying it for me. I go into we go up the elevator and we go into the room and then I see the bed and I'm like I cannot like that was heaven. Heaven was right there. I don't believe in God, but that bed, that
wait,
hotel
wait.
bed, that bed was so comfy and wait, hold on. It was so comfy that when I first touched it with my head that was covered in vomit and I was covered in vomit. I took my pants off, took my shirt off.
No, you didn't.
Oh, I didn't. You had to help me with my shirt, right?
Babe, no. Usually, you're a person that takes off their shoes as soon as you get inside.
I went on the bed with my shoes.
In. I'm glad you didn't put your shoes on or the vomit full legs.
Yeah, no, I was smart about it because
You
I
had
knew I was conscious enough to have them, but not like conscious and like enough for me to just be like oh I'm taking off my shoes and do that and just like I'll just be like I'll just go in the bed without them touching it. Fuck it.
Yeah, you like just crashed with your legs,
Yeah.
like your feet tangling off. So like I'm like, okay, I'll just take off your shoes. So I took off your shoes, and mind you, 30 minutes ago from that moment, I had called my mom because you kept on asking me for the hospital.
I did not see her.
No, because you were knocked out.
I only heard her.
Did you hear anything she said?
Yeah, I did, but I don't remember anything she did.
Because I don't either.
Really?
Yeah.
I remember her saying, "Is he okay?" And then you saying, "Yeah," and then that's it. And then she was gone. And then I was like,
she stayed for a good like hour.
Really?
Yeah.
It not felt like an hour, bro. I don't remember fuck all after that. That was at that point where I just straight up knocked out, passed out. Apparently, you started eating your food because we basically ordered our food
I
and
didn't
took
like
it out.
sadly.
Okay, well, honestly, we
But
can't
it was
shit.
cold, and we took
It was
takeout.
cold. It was cold, and we had taken it out, and it was next to vomit too at one point. Like
Yeah,
smell wise, I'm not sure I would smell that food.
yeah, it was like not a good situation to eat that food, anyways.
Yeah. Anyways,
But yeah, I had to call her because you kept on asking for an ambulance and the hospital, and I'm like, well, like I need some like a parent to
a
know
parent.
because
Yeah.
your parents are in
My
France.
parents were just not there. That's
They
also
were
why I
just
did not
not
want to do.
there,
I was
and
just
I
like, dude,
didn't.
they're in France. Like
And it
that's not
does
their
like I
business right
wasn't
now.
gonna call your grandma anyways. I'm
No,
not
my
giving your grandma a
grandma
heart
is
attack.
going through enough. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not giving your grandma a heart attack. Hell
Exactly.
no.
No way.
So
Fuck
I'm like,
that.
well, the next best thing is my mom. My mom, like, she's went through it with me with a fucking
We won't
phone
say.
call at like 5 a.m. because I'm in the hospital. Oh, oops.
Whatever. It
Shit
happens.
happens.
It
Yeah,
happens.
it
Shit
happens to the
happens.
best of us. Anyways,
Yeah.
but I'm like, she knows, she'd
I'm
understand.
glad she was there though.
And
I'm
I was
glad she
like,
was there. They made me sure I was safe.
it was. I'm gonna be honest. It was mainly for me, cause I was like, if shit goes down, I know myself. I'm gonna panic. I need somebody else there to help me get
Fair
through
enough.
this,
I mean, it's
to
smart
like
to do
take care of
this.
things that I won't think of.
It's smart. And then
So
honestly, the minute I hit that bed, I was fine. I was just like, I'm okay.
you were out.
I was out. I was out. I didn't puke
I
after
kept on
that.
checking if you were breathing.
Did
I
you
swear to
check my
God,
pulse?
yes, like many times,
No way.
many times. Yeah,
You
like
checked my pulse, dude.
yeah, I had
Like in the
my hand
movies,
on
you're
your
like, is he
stomach.
alive?
I have my hand on your stomach, and I'm like, yeah, okay, he's breathing. I put my
I'm
finger
so
under your nose. It's
sorry.
okay.
But yeah, no.
No, I'm just a paranoid person to begin with.
Yeah, I
Like
couldn't.
sometimes I can't go to sleep because I'm scared I'm gonna
I
die
could.
in my sleep.
I could not fucking breathe. I at that point, I think I remember like at one point like, oh yeah, fuck, we have to do podcast, and I was just like,
Oh really? You think
fuck.
I was thinking about that at
Yeah,
that
I
moment?
was just like, there's no
Totally.
way after everything, like no, and that's not gonna happen. I can't ask to do a podcast after that. Fuck that. And so I go to bed, and then after I wake up this today, um,
Oh yeah, you want to know what?
and I woke up high. I woke up
Oh
high.
yeah.
I woke up high from that, and the high that I was mostly all day. I'm high. This is probably like second day high straight. I was high. I was high for a total of 2 days at this point, like right now, and there was ups
Yeah,
and downs,
literally.
downs, big downs, and nice little ups, but big downs nonetheless. Um, but those nice moments was very cool, and that moment when I woke up and I was just like still like feeling it, but it was just like good morning, amazing, I
I mean, a
feel great.
great breakfast.
Oh, we made
That
dude,
we
we
should have
made the best
eaten
decision
supper there
ever.
too as well. I feel like the food
Maybe,
there.
but it
I
was kind
feel
of like the other place. I'm not gonna lie, it was very small portions because I looked at what it was low key on the
yeah.
fucking pictures there at the restaurant we went. They were small
Yeah, I
portions.
really was craving
I needed like I wouldn't I would have rather gone to like the kegs
like a
or like
steak.
Trois Brasseurs,
A
that
good
kind of
old
shit.
steak. I wanted a good old steak.
Yeah. Well, they have the steak at Munza, by the way. They have nice steaks there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Anyways, um, yeah, and that was it. We took our shit. We left the hotel. We checked out. Well, ate breakfast, then checked out, and then we took an Uber all the way here, and then we chilled from there Saturday. I also had school today, so we came back by around like what, like 11 the 12:30 ish, because there was a lot of
12:35.
yeah, there was a lot of traffic.
But we got home at like 12:35.
Yeah, which was a good because I have school at 2, and I did my school, and now here we are. We're an hour into this podcast, and we basically just wanted to. Also, we recorded footage of this, not a lot, but a bit.
Like legit a couple clips.
Yeah,
That's it.
I don't know if I'm going to do this or not, but we might put those footage in the podcast if we want at the end. A little recollection. If it won't make sense, but we could put a
Or
little bit of clips,
or we could do a little monthly vlog and add those little clips in there, like little snippets, just
like a dump.
dump type of thing.
I don't know about that.
If we do something cool this month, because it is summer, maybe there's something cool coming up.
No,
We're in
babe, there's not
Montreal.
enough for even to like. I don't know. There's like 2 videos.
I'm just throwing ideas out there.
It's okay. No, I like your enthusiasm though. It's like thank you for participating.
Well, you want me to participate,
No, I
but
do.
like
No, I do.
I'm
But
trying.
honestly, either what we might do is put them in this episode, with the moments while
Is the
of what we
oven
talked
still
about.
on?
Why are you asking me this like now, an hour into the podcast?
I just realized it just clicked. I was thinking about the cookies I made before, like the cookie dough.
Do you? Anyways, we have to end podcast like now. Anyways,
Yeah,
so
true.
I'll go check if the oven is still is still
If it's still on, keep it on. I'm gonna make the cookies.
Well, did you take out the cookies?
The cookies aren't in there yet.
Oh, okay. Thank God. I thought you already put them. Okay.
No, I need to chill the cookie dough.
Anything you want to say before we leave the episode, like that?
Goodbye, I guess.
Kids, don't do drugs.
Yeah.
And well,
Don't do them.
No, you can do
Do
them.
them. No, don't do them.
Yes, do drugs.
Do them if your parents give you drugs. That's a joke.
No,
It's
that's
a
crazy
joke.
take. Okay, no, don't do drugs
a
unless you're in a
joke.
province or state where it is legal. Obviously, please.
Obviously,
be careful
why
around
would you
it.
do them if they're illegal?
Do it from local, like verified sources, and be smart about it. Don't be like me and don't know your dosage, know your limit, and yeah.
Careful.
Yeah, careful and
Love ya.
I gotta go check if that oven is still
Yeah,
on.
the oven.